Hello everyone, my name is Mukesh Singh Rathore. I am making this video after a long time and I will be continued from today onwards. Today I would like to talk about one of the most devastating industrial tragedy in the Indian history. That is Bhopal Gas Disaster. It is a grim remember of consequences of negligence and importance of industrial safety. So, on 3rd December 1984, methyl isocyanide gas, that is also called as MIC, had been released from Union Carbide factory situated in the Bhopal city. The company, Union Carbide Company, which was owned by foreign company with some stake of Indian government. The company used to make pesticide for farming. Their products were called Seven. To produce Seven, company needed to manufacture methyl isocyanide gas. If we are talking the characteristics of methyl isocyanide gas, it is a very dangerous to the life. You can feel short breath if you expose on it. You can feel eye irritant. Many of the people had been died on Bhopal city because of this gas. It is a very dangerous. So you know the December month, which is winter in India. You can imagine that there could be very much fog in the atmosphere. Because of that fog, the gas which was released from Union Carbide did not disperse into the atmosphere and it remains on the ground level. The gas which was spreading out from Union Carbide was spread out around 8 kilometers radius from Union Carbide factory. You can imagine that gas has been spread out up to 8 kilometers radius from Union Carbide factory. It covers some hospitals and it covers Bhopal railway station also. Bhopal railway station is very much near from Union Carbide factory. You can see nowadays also Union Carbide factory remains shut down. You can see it. So due to the winter and fog, the gas did not disperse into the atmosphere. It remains on the ground. Because of it, the people of Bhopal city nearby the Union Carbide factory was getting affected from this gas. Because of this gas, many people died. People died sleeping on the bed. You can imagine it. People died sleeping on the bed. People died in the hospital because many affected people reach out to the hospital, but hospital was so small. Hospital was not able to cure that much the patient. They did not have that much of oxygen cylinder. People died on the road. Because of it, they started ran out. And if you ran out from gas leak, आप जितना दौड़ोगे उतना ज़्यादा आप गैस को इनहेल करोगे. That kind of things happened to the people. They died on the road. They died on the platform of Bhopal railway station. I have already mentioned it, that Bhopal railway station is very close to the Union Carbide factory. You can see nowadays also. According to the Indian government, 8,000, remember it, 8,000 people were died within 2 weeks and more than 5 lakhs people were get affected of it. The scene was very horrible on the Bhopal city. You can see the dead bodies everywhere. The dead body of human, dead body of cow, dead body of buffalo, dead body of birds, dead body of dog. What comes under that dangerous MIC that get affected and they died. Even nowadays, the child who is born in the affected family, they born as disabilities. They born with disabilities. It may be mental or physical, but they born with a disability. You can see that there is one colony of affected people in the Bhopal city, near to the Nisatpura. You can see it. So what could happen? What could happen wrong to that which led to this kind of disaster? I will not cover the operational failure of Union Carbide gas. I will focus on today. I will focus on only procedural, administrative, and procedural failure of that company. So one of the root cause of that kind of disaster which was happened in the Bhopal city was, according to me, according to my opinion, and according to the investigation of different teams, they have mentioned that company has failed to administrative control. They hired local people. Either they are uneducated or less educated. They did not how to operate the equipment. They did not how to respond in case of release of MIC. You can imagine it. The pupil, uneducated, was handling all operation of the Union Carbide factory. The second was the lack of development and training procedure. The company did not have any documented procedural or any kind of procedure to build competency among the workers. The third one is lack of maintenance. The critical safety equipment either in not in working condition, or they forcefully kept in the maintenance to save money for cost cutting. To save some money, they have bypassed the critical equipment. They did not look about their maintenance. The third one is also our governmental failure or legislation failure. So in that time in the legislation, they did not have, in the legislation, I am talking about the legislation, did not have the proper procedure to how to limit the threshold quantity of hazardous chemical, who will be the responsible for safety of employee and workers, and what should be the on-site emergency plan, what should be the off-site emergency plan. That kind of procedure or that kind of parameters were not covered in our legislation. There are so many root cause of Bhopal gas disaster. You can read out that articles. You can get more information of it. Today I am covering only for procedural root cause. That disaster was eye-opening for us. Many legislation changes has been done after this industrial disaster. Many rules and regulation has been adopted by the government of India. One of the Environment Protection Act and rule, another was MHISC rule, and major amendment has been done into the Factory Act 1948, such as MSDS, and the definition of occupier, the roles and responsibility of occupier and factory manager. These kind of changes has been made in Factory Act 1948. So if you want to know more about this disaster, there are some movies and web series has been available in the internet. You can watch, and also there are so many articles you can read out and you can check out it for your enhancement of knowledge, or you want to know detail about the Bhopal gas disaster. You can check out these articles from internet. So it was the brief summary of Bhopal gas tragedy, and thank you very much from my side. Have a nice day.